This video is on how to operate the snowblower that you have, Leah. First of all, we're going to look at the most important controls for starting it. What you want to do first is you want to make sure the key is just in. It doesn't have to be turned, but it just has to be in. This is the key. You have something similar to this. Here's your primer. This forces gas into the carburetor. You want to cover that hole in the middle of it and push that all the way in about 7 times. Then you want to set the speed, which is right here. You can see turtle versus rabbit. I usually start it by putting it on high speed, rabbit. And of course the way you shut it off is to slide it over to stop when you're done blowing. The trickiest part is the choke. That's this here. This controls the mixture of gas and air. When you start your machine cold, you're going to want to slide that choke in a position where it is fully closed, and that means it's only getting gas. There's very little air going in, mostly gas, and that's where this little symbol here is fat. And you can see it shows sort of a channel closed there if you look very close at it. So you see that sort of horn looking thing. The choke is in the correct position, that is closed when you start it cold. And then once it starts warming up a bit, you slide the choke back to the narrow part of the little horn, and that's where the machine should be run to blow the snow. This is your pull mechanism for starting the machine. Once you've done everything that we've talked about before, you will want to pull this handle until you start feeling resistance. Pull it gently until you start feeling resistance. Then once you feel resistance, pull it hard. And a couple of those should start this machine. It usually has started very well. On the top of the machine, and of course it's on top of a tank, which is the gas tank. You'll see the place where you add gas. We got you some gas in a gas container. It's in your garage, so fill that up before you start using it. Be careful not to spill. One of the main things I wanted to mention to you is that this machine gets very hot, and it gets hot especially where the exhaust gas comes out, which is right here. You see that little cylinder in there? So this whole area here gets very hot, and just be careful not to touch it. It'll burn you, it'll burn your glove, whatever. So you just have to be careful when you put the thing away after you've used it. It'll cool off quickly, but while it's in use and in the middle of your work, it will definitely be an issue. So be careful of that. I think that's all you need to know for now. Never stick your hands in the front of it where the auger is. Sometimes you're going to have to clear it out, so get a stick or something and clear the snow out. And what I'm talking about when I talk about the auger is this part over here in the machine, which turns and shoves the snow up into that chute, which is up here, and then the snow comes out of the chute and away from you. That's adjustable, of course. That chute is adjustable left and right. So never stick your hands in here. You could get really hurt while the machine is running. If you get an ice jam or something in there and it's just not clearing the snow, if it's real wet or something, turn the machine off and then clear it with a stick or your hands at that point, preferably a stick, and then you will be able to restart the machine. At that point it'll be hot already, so you don't have to close the choke like we talked about at the beginning of this video. When the engine is cold, you must close that choke. When it's hot, you don't have to do anything to it. You leave it in the kind of the open position. Alright, I hope this helps, son. Be safe. Give me a call if you have any problems or issues with it, and I hope this helps out. Bye-bye.